The RBA released figures on Friday showing that refinancing of existing home loans jumped 8.2% to a record $19.5 billion in the year to November 30 as people shopped around for the best deals. Well, joining me live is financial planner and author Patricia Howard. Patricia, on the phone, thanks for joining us. This was no doubt spurred by surging interest rates and expiring fixed rate loans.
Yes, that's correct. So obviously home buyers are in for a very tough year ahead, and we're starting to see this play out in reality, where home buyers are scrambling to reorganise their home loans.
So, Patricia, what do you recommend to people to fully understand their options?
The first thing people should do is contact their home lender. That's the very best place to start. Just speak to your bank or a home loan provider and just see exactly what your options are. What's the lowest interest rate they can offer you at the moment? And if you're keen to fix the rate in, what's the best rate they can offer? At the same time that people have been busy refinancing, there's been a significant drop in the number of new home loans that have been taken out. So there's been a sharp contraction in the home loan market, which means that every lender in the country is scrambling to increase market share. So there's some good deals to be had out there if you make that effort.
All right, so is it better to get on a variable, stay on fixed, explore even different banks, do you think?
It's definitely a good idea to explore different banks. There are still some home loan providers in the market that are looking to offer cash incentives to encourage people to move their business across to a new bank. You need to always be careful, though, if you take that option. Really sit down and make sure the bank explains to you what all the fees and charges are and whether or not you'll be better off in terms of moving that loan. That's the most important thing. In terms of whether you should fix your home loan interest rate or not, it's really a personal decision. Some people would argue that at the moment interest rates are relatively high. They're certainly high compared to what we've seen over the past 4 or 5 years. So if you think that interest rates are high, this probably isn't a good time to fix your home loan rate. However, a lot of people in the market think the Reserve Bank will increase interest rates by another 0.5% over the next year. And if that's the case, then it would be a good idea to fix your home loan at whatever rate you can get now, because the chances are in 6 months' time they will be more expensive.
What's your inkling on potential interest rates this year?
I certainly think there'll be more interest rate increases because inflation is remaining stubbornly high. So while that's the case, the Reserve Bank will be very keen to try and reduce price increases by slowing the economy, by increasing interest rates. So while we have that spectre, that possibility that the Reserve Bank is going to try and reduce inflation rates, they'll be looking at increasing interest rates.
And Patricia, as you and no doubt everybody knows, the cost of living has really increased, just everything from your cat food to your ice cream. It's not just 50 cents, it's a couple of dollars, but on so many platforms we're seeing things like private school fees going up. What are some tips for budgeting? Because a lot of people are getting the same money coming in, but to going out we're increasing.
Yes, absolutely. The number one tip is for people to keep in mind that these sort of times, these inflationary periods when the economy looks as though it's in turmoil, they don't last very long. If you can keep your eye on the horizon and just soldier on through the next 12 months, it's very likely that the outlook will be very different. Take control of the situation. Just see what sort of pressure your household budget is under with these higher interest rates. If you think that you're going to run into difficulties over the next 12 months, be proactive, contact your home loan lender, see what assistance they can help provide you. Now, also, people should also keep in mind that if things do get very dire, they can always contact their superannuation provider. And even now that the pandemic has passed, it is still possible to draw down emergency funds from your super if it looks as though you're going to lose your house or face some sort of financial emergency.
All right, and Patricia, finally, what are some other ways of making money? Example, shares, perhaps getting an extra job, or as you mentioned before, looking at different banks. Should we be looking at different health and home insurances, for example?
Absolutely. The first step is take control of your budget. I know it sounds boring, but there are a lot of really free software programs available on the internet. Just sit down, take some time, take control of your budget, just see where the money is going. The chances are most of your money is going out on your home loan, so see if you can get that interest rate down. But then go through all your other expenses, such as insurance. Very easy to shop around these days online, and the market is very competitive for all these services. So it might only take one or two phone calls and you could save yourself a couple of $100. So certainly over the next 12 months, that's a priority. Take control of your finances.
Financial planner and author Patricia Howard, thank you as always for your time and expertise.
Great. Thanks, Janie. Take care. Bye.